Why are Facebook Marketplace dropshippers experiencing low views? If this is happening to you, you're going to want to stay tuned all the way until the end. Hi, my name is Daniel and I like making money online. And if you like making money online, then consider subscribing to my channel. I started selling online back in 2018 on eBay, and since then I have moved on to other marketplaces like Amazon and most recently Facebook Marketplace. Now I'm documenting my journey now with everything that I'm doing with my own personal Facebook Marketplace account. So if you're interested, I would encourage you to follow me along for the ride. It should be fun. I'm going to publish everything, my successes, my failures. So if that's something that interests you, then consider subscribing. I want to tell you a story about my own personal experience with Facebook Marketplace when I first started. When I created my account, I saw I had the shipping feature and automatically I started, to list items. And from the very beginning, I was using Walmart as my main supplier. I already saw that there were a lot of products that were selling from Walmart on Facebook. So it was very easy for me to identify these products and just list them. Eventually, after tests and more tests, I found an item that was selling very well. I listed that item. It was a hammock from Walmart. And I kid you not, within hours, that listing for that hammock was getting hundreds of views. And within a few days, it was getting thousands of views. And lo and behold, within a couple of days, I was starting to get sales. And it wasn't just one sale a day. I was getting sale after sale on the same day. And that's when I saw the power that Facebook Marketplace brings to drop shippers and people like you and I who are looking for these opportunities to be able to make some passive income. So how did things take a turn for the worse? What happened was, as it happens to many of you, that particular product went out of stock. And unfortunately, during that moment in time, I was not using any software. I was doing everything manually. The product goes out of stock and automatically I had to cancel 4 or 5 orders. And that's when my order cancellation rate, went through the roof because I just had started and I had not generated so many sales to kind of evenly distribute my sales to cancellation ratio. So that right there put me in a hole. And within just a couple of days of me starting out, I already had received a message from Facebook Marketplace support saying that I'm sorry, your selling privileges have been temporarily restricted for the next 60 days. Now you may be asking yourself, so where are you going with this? There is definitely a difference between a Facebook Marketplace account that hasn't done anything wrong versus an account that was suspended for whatever reason and now is suffering low views. And how I am going to test this theory is by having a second account. That what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my wife's account, and I'm going to have to verify if she has a shipping option, which she should because she's been on Facebook for many years now, just like I've been. So I'm sure she has the feature, and I'm going to test this. And I'm going to start reporting. I'm going to start sharing information on this second account. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Consider subscribing because I know for sure if I do things right with this account and avoid getting suspended, I should see the same traffic I was seeing on my account before I did anything wrong. So that's a topic for another video, but I kind of wanted to just throw that out there so you guys know it's coming. But continuing with this story, what I want to finish saying here is that I have my own theories as to why my account right now is not getting any views. Okay, guys, my first theory why I think my account is not getting any views is because my listings are being suppressed by Facebook Marketplace. And I have a hunch that there might be something to this, because if you come from eBay, then you know very well that eBay does have a history of, throttling or deranking listings that they suspect are dropshippers. Now, I am not comparing eBay to Facebook. They're obviously both two very different marketplaces. However, I find it very peculiar that all of a sudden my listings now that primarily are the same item that hundreds of other people are selling, right, are not coming up. When people are looking for the items, like my listing is not coming up. Maybe other sellers' listings are coming up, but mine is not coming up. So I think there's something to that. And again, I will have more proof after I do my own testing on that separate account that I'm going to start listing items on. I have some notes here. The other idea that I have theory that I have as to why I'm not getting any views is because perhaps some of the products that I'm listing, there's just too many in the marketplace. And I know this to be true because I've searched some products that I thought were going to be, good sellers. And the minute I type in that title on Facebook Marketplace search, I see that the first page is nothing but the same product. So there is no differentiation of the product. It's just, dozens of listings with the same picture, the same title, and it's just repetitive. So to me, at least from that perspective, I think that there might be some products saturation in the marketplace because everybody is copying the same products, which, don't get me wrong, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, because as a matter of fact, that is exactly what people teach to do on eBay. Like if you find a product that is selling well, just copy the same product, put it up for sale, and it will sell. And that works on eBay. But again, Facebook Marketplace is a whole different marketplace. So maybe that strategy that works on eBay doesn't necessarily work on Facebook Marketplace. Third theory that I have is basically it just comes down to seasonal shopping patterns. I think most of you know that normally the summer months tend to be one of the slowest months when it comes to retail sales. Now, you may be asking yourself, so Daniel, what do you plan on doing besides just testing out a different account and see if your experience happens to be different? So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. So I have some items that I want to share with you. Hopefully this would help you to some regard if you are having problems with the low listing views. And I have some notes here that I want to refer to. So the first thing I would recommend is if you find a product that is very, is a hot seller, then I would try to find maybe a variation of that product. Like I wouldn't necessarily go out of my way to list that same product. I would maybe try to find a variation of that product. Maybe it's a different color. Maybe it has different features. Anything that is similar but still makes it different, and you have to upload a different picture, I think is going to help you in the long run. Because I think if there's one thing that I have learned is that not necessarily all of my experience with product research on eBay necessarily applies to Facebook Marketplace. And I have been very painfully learning that over the last couple months, because I thought I can just, copy paste everything that I did on eBay onto Facebook. And although I have found some success, I still think there are some things that are truly unique to Facebook Marketplace. And I think we have to kind of identify those things and give Facebook Marketplace the respect that it deserves, as far as being a whole different platform. So look for variations. The other thing I would also recommend would be not to copy paste the same exact title from the competitor or from the retail that you're sourcing your product from. Start out with a whole new set of keywords, because that way when people are searching for your product, your title will be completely different, and you will probably own the real estate for those keywords for your product, and then that way you'll get more views and potentially more sales. So think about creating your own title and don't necessarily copy paste someone else's title. The other thing I would recommend would be the photos. So like I said earlier, there's been listings that I found on Facebook Marketplace, and the first set of results is just the same picture over and over and over and over again. So if you're a customer and you're looking at the same picture, over and over over and over again, then there's really nothing else to kind of make you want to buy from that seller other than which one has the cheapest price. To remedy that, I would recommend that you go ahead and start editing pictures, use different pictures. I use Canva, which is a software, and I like to edit my own pictures, put in like my own logos or things like that. I would definitely give that a try, and it might be helpful. Now, the last thing I will leave you with is that we are now entering Q4. So start getting all of your seasonal, your Halloween stuff up there for sale. People are gonna wanna be buying those things. But people start getting ready for Christmas during Thanksgiving. So you might wanna start listing your Christmas trees and Christmas decorations and lights and things like that in November. So you by the time December comes around, you have everything that you need in your store to start making sales. So I hope this was helpful. I really enjoy spending this time with you. And again, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I do make videos every single week. Once again, my name is Daniel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with a brand new video.